E.T. phone home.
I'm just having some brewski beers at my Mojo Dojo Casa house.
Wendy, I'm home.
There's no place like home.
I'm home!
Hello and welcome to the House of Cinema podcast. I am your host, Joe Aragon. With me today, as always, Claira Curtis, Sydney Volpe, and in the house today, it is time to take a look back at 2025. We're talking our favorites, and specifically movies in general, but genre-wise, our favorite horror, our favorite comedies, performances, music, kind of running the whole gamut here. We're going to do our best with that. Before we jump into any of that, one, we'll keep it mostly spoiler-free. It'll just be like a high-level conversation. We'll kind of take turns going over our favorites, but no spoilers. And point number two, just how did 2025 go for everyone? Mostly because at the beginning of every year, we make our little predictions on how the year might turn out. 2025, we always start very optimistically, I think. Did you end optimistically at all, Sid?
I was back and forth. I know on a couple of our monthly recaps, I was like, you know what? This year is shaping up to be pretty good. I was so wrong when we were talking in the summer. And I do feel like at the end of the day, we ended up getting a lot of good films. It was definitely a good year for movies. I don't think it ended up being like an all-timer year for movies. I told you guys when I was making my list, I encountered this problem where I had 4 or 5 movies that I absolutely loved, and then I had this giant chunk of movies that I gave 4 stars and I really, really liked. But I feel like there have been years where I've had a few more movies that I'm totally in love with than I did this year. At the same time, it feels like that big chunk of movies is pretty big. There were a lot of movies this year that I really liked, so it ended up, I think we were okay at the end of the day.
Claira, how did 2025 treat you?
Great.
Yeah?
But I've been saying
Claira
that
loves every
consistently all year. I'm having a great time. I thought it was such a cool spread of the more big ticket theatrical releases, and then they were balanced so nicely with the smaller indie stuff this year. I feel like people were paying a lot more attention to the indie stuff this year, which was really exciting to see. I had a great time. I'm very satisfied with the year overall. How are you feeling? Because you are maybe the one amongst us all who is going back and forth the most, maybe.
Well, I don't remember what we said at the beginning of the year. 2024 was a good year, and we kind of recognized that. We did a draft recently of 2024 films. That'll be released on the Patreon the same week of this episode.
Yeah.
And I think in that conversation in the Patreon episode, I had mentioned that, wow, 2024 was a banging year. A lot of great films. I don't know how I'm going to feel about 2025. And I don't know if I'm going to know until 2026 comes to an end.
Okay.
Once you have a better perspective and can put things in a better context, then maybe I'll know. But I think 2025 was a solid year. There are movies here I clearly loved. And I sometimes gauge how good the year is by kind of the middle section of my ranking. Not so much the top half, but what does the middle look like? Am I dealing with a lot of 4s, 3.5s, 3s? That's a pretty solid year.
Yeah.
Or is there a pretty stark drop off from 4 to 3 to 2 and 1-star films?
Okay, and?
I'm getting, I think, the former. I think there's a good chunk of movies I just liked. I mean, yeah, movies I may not be thinking about in the next 5 years or so, but if they come up in conversation, I'll remember them fondly for sure.
Yeah.
I am interested to see how this will compare once this year ends. This year, more than almost any of the previous years, I feel like there's a lot of buzz going on for this year.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hotly anticipated films. I feel like people are hoping this year is kind of like the return to pre-COVID years. Are you getting the same vibe, Sid?
Return to pre-COVID. It's interesting because it has felt like I was waiting for now we're getting this big year where all the big movies are coming out that were delayed from COVID. But it has felt like there's been a few big ones every year, and they're kind of slowly starting to come out. But when you lay out how many big directors we're getting movies from in 2026, it's a little insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, I think that this year there's a lot of really big stuff to look forward to, and hopefully it does I would rather that it felt like that big return to form than not.
Do you think 2026 will bring the goods, Clara?
I think so, but I think that every year. But yeah, I agree with Sydney in that like there's just so much on the slate so far that is really exciting to think about, and people are really enthusiastic about it. And then the fun part too is like this is just what we know is coming out this year so far. Like there's still the possibility of like surprises coming down the line that we haven't even heard about yet. And so like that makes it even more exciting. How do you feel?
I think that people are looking at movies this year more in comparison. I think they're looking at it both in a way that's exciting, like they're excited for these movies to come out. But also I think people are really hoping that the tides turn in terms of how people approach movies. People are concerned with a lot of different things going on in the world right now. But one of those things is the rise of AI, obviously. Netflix's potential acquiring of a whole studio and the catalog of films that come with that, what that means for the theatrical experience. There was that Vox article that came out a couple days ago that was titled, "Are Movie Theaters Cool Again?" And it pointed out that there was a 25% increase in attendance in the Gen Z demographic. And so I'm wondering if we'll see that trend continue in 2026. I mean, with the slate we know of, I have a good feeling. I think that's why I'm putting so much stock into 2026. I feel like if there's any year that's going to remind people the wonders and beauty of movie going, it has to be this year. And if it's not this year, I am concerned about the future. I am concerned about 2027 and beyond. If 2026 can't get people to go out to the movies again, I am legitimately concerned about the future. That's kind of how I'm looking at 2026, which maybe that's unfair to put on 2026. That's not her fault. But I am looking at her to save us.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm feeling right now. Do you feel like we need saving at all, Sid?
That's really interesting. I don't think that that's unfair at all. I feel like there is a lot. I feel like it's going to be like these two things in tandem, like what ends up happening with the big Netflix deal and how excited people are for this big slate of films this year. Because it is, a lot of it is like, you do feel like you have to convince people that going to the movies is cool. And if like everyone just kind of resigns to the idea that movie theaters are dead and that's not really something we should be doing anymore, it's not something we should be getting our friends to go do anymore, that would be really sad. And that sort of attitude is really infectious. So it does sort of scare me that we might kind of all just like give up on it. And so that's what I think is exciting about this year, is that we really need to like champion these movies more than ever. And hopefully we can sort of defeat this like big evil thing and who knows how this deal will go down. Will they kind of concede to people's demands that, theatrical windows don't get basically squandered into practically nothing. So yeah, I do feel like there's a lot riding on this year. That's a good point.
Do you think there's a lot riding on the year?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think we're teetering on the edge between like film becoming this hyper niche thing that like a very certain crowd is supporting enthusiastically and keeping it be like a popular mode of public entertainment. It is a little concerning. I think the average person is obviously going less and less and less. And so like there is the hope that maybe with the Gen Z stats that we see, like that will kind of perpetuate a greater eagerness to go. But it's hard to say because prices are still going up every month. That seems to be like the major detriment to most people going a lot of the time, is less the options and more the cost. So I guess we'll see. I'm nervous for sure.
I think it's fair to be nervous. And at the end of this episode, towards the end, we have two superlatives about what movies we're most excited for in 2026 and then making our predictions for 2026. And that gives you a kind of an insight of how this episode will work. If you're familiar with how we do our recaps every month, it's in the same vein. We'll do the first segment, which is our 5 favorite movies. We'll go through those very quickly. Then we'll do our favorite performances. We'll do a favorite performance and a shout out, kind of like an honorable mention. Because I know we all have a bunch of those. Our favorite score, our favorite needle drop, horror movie, animated film, action film, comedy film, streaming film. And then, as I mentioned, the 2026 most anticipated 2026 predictions. How did the creation of your top 5 go for this specific episode? You and I, Sid, made videos for the internet of our favorite movies of the year. Has that changed for this podcast? And B, if not, or if so, how difficult was it to dwindle to 5?
It actually was not difficult at all for me to come up with 5 because, as I said, I don't always do it like by ratings when I'm like ranking stuff, but there were only 5 movies this year that I gave 4.5 stars or higher. So it was really just those 5 by default. So yeah, I didn't make any changes to it. I do think that there are a couple movies. Claira might have included a limited release that I would have included in my top 5, so I'll have to just make that like note about my top 5. But otherwise, I'm very confident in it. It wasn't hard at all for me, actually.
Claira, was it difficult for you?
Yeah, because I had to cut out a lot of what is my top 5 because
Yeah.
they haven't gotten proper releases yet in the US, and so I'm trying to be mindful of that. So like what I'm doing as my 5 is not actually like my 5 that's reflected on Letterboxd. It was hard though, like I liked a lot of movies this year, so then it just becomes a mess of like who it really is my favorite. It's hard to say. How do you feel? Because you posted your video, and then the second you posted your video, you said to me, "I wish I could change my list."
And I changed it almost entirely.
Okay,
You did sense the video? Wow.
I think everything that was in my 20 in the video stayed within the 20. Maybe 1 or 2 did not, but the
Okay.
positioning of everything changed pretty dramatically.
Oh, that's so stressful. I'm like, when I'm done, I'm done.
Well,
I don't care if I have any thoughts. I have to.
I
block
almost
them
wanted
out.
to change it for, the podcast specifically. I went back and rewatched a couple and kind of reanalyzed if I was feeling the same way, and kind of, had to have a come to Jesus moment and like look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, do I really love this as much as I think I love this kind of thing? Do I want my 5 to be more emblematic of how I felt about the year or emblematic of my own sensibilities? There's a lot of things I was trying to consider. So I changed it. And also I just wanted to change it for the sake of conversation as well. I mean, I think, I don't know, actually, I don't know Claire's top 5 at all, but I know Sid and I will at least share 2, I would imagine. So, the last thing I want is an episode of all of us saying, yeah, we all have One Battle Sinners and XYZ in our top 3. And it's like, okay, well, kind of a boring show.
but
Not
those
that
all are great
but
movies.
those are all great movies. But if it's
Wait.
great movies. So I think that we'll share some naturally, but I think I changed mine enough to where I think it's reflective of who I am and what I love this year. And I still think it'll be a lot of fun to talk about. So
Okay.
Cool.
without further ado, are we ready for best of 2025 episode?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sid, do us the honors. Give us your number 5 pick. Just tell us a little bit about why it's number
Oh.
5, and we can don't spend too much time on it, but let us know. Number 5 for you.
My number 5 is Sentimental Value.
Oh.
Yay! It's on my
Yeah.
list too.
Is it?
Oh, there we go.
Have you rewatched it since we saw it at Cannes?
Yeah, I saw it again right before Christmas because I flew home and I went and I saw it with my sister and her boyfriend. So it was like very special watching it with my
Okay.
sister. Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah, I remember you saw it again with your sister, and I'm glad that you liked it. Like still after seeing it again, because this is one that I haven't seen it since we saw it at Cannes. Loved it
Oh.
at Cannes, and it really has stuck around. Like I'm like, man, it would really feel wrong to move it down just because it's not as like at the
Fresh.
forefront of it's not as fresh in my head. Who knows, if I watched it again, it could move down, it could move up, I don't know, but I really think it is like a truly special film, and it just feels like this big Titanic thing in my head, like all the metatextual elements, just how emotionally moved I was by it at the time. And of course it helps that we saw it the night it came out at Cannes, and it was just like it was such an amazing feeling that, and people swore up and down it was going to win the Palme d'Or, and I'm totally okay that it was just an accident won it instead. But it was that electric feeling of like, holy shit, everyone loved that movie, and so it's at my 5.
Do you like this movie more than it was just The Worst Person in the World?
I think I do. I think it's a more interesting movie. There's more going on in it, and that's something that I'm like attracted to. But they're both great.
Okay. Number 5.
Do you?
I also, I don't know if I do actually, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay.
I watched Sentimental Value again like last week and I liked it a lot. I don't know if I like it more than Worst Person in the World, but I haven't seen that movie in a long time either.
Me either, yeah.
Also, for the sake of our top 5s, if you have a movie in their top 5, don't announce it until you get to your moment.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep it a secret. So
Okay.
keep it a
Thanks for making
secret.
that rule after I broke the rule.
I didn't want to interrupt Sid as she was speaking about it, so we'll keep it a secret until we get to the moment on our list.
Okay.
Okay.
Your 5 is Sentimental Value. Claire, your 5.
My 5 is Sorry Baby.
Oh, it made
yay.
the list.
Yay. I saw this at Sundance, so it's this feels similar to Sentimental Value in just that like I saw it early and it's just stuck with me all year. I think it's such a great blend of being kind of humorous, but also really taking its subject matter seriously and giving it the space it needs to be explored like authentically on screen. Eva Victor is a genius, I think, and I'm really, really excited that their film has like resonated so much with people this year. It's that unfortunate thing of like people love this film, but it has started to slip out of the conversation more and more, I think, as like we've gotten more into award season. But it is, I think, one of the most like impressive directorial debuts of the year overall, and I love it. I can't stop thinking about it overall.
Aw.
Hopefully it gets a bit more of a resurgence now that Queen Julia Roberts has spoken about it. I've already
Exactly.
seen people are starting to like actually look at it and watch it now because of her, which is great. Eva Victor is a genius. She is going to be in a movie that I have listed in my most anticipated 2026 films. So we'll come back to Eva Victor very soon.
Okay, it's a secret.
It's a secret for later. All right, 5 for me. I am choosing the movie Ephus, which is
Oh, wow.
it's a baseball film. It's about a bunch of old guys. They're not that old. They're like in their 40s or so, but they're playing their last ever recreational baseball game at this field that's going to get torn down and replaced by a school. And I rewatched this last night because I was like, this is the one I need to rewatch because maybe if I resonate deeply with it again, I can bump it to the 5. And I watched it again and it did make me feel all sorts of things. I think that if you like something a little bit more quiet, a little bit more patient, it taps into like this really great, honest energy of old guys and being stubborn, if that makes sense. They all complain about playing baseball, but none of them want to leave. And it taps into such a raw emotion that a few movies can really tap into. And I appreciate that about this movie.
That's
so
nice.
I am, I'm going to shout out Ephus at my number 5.
Yay.
I have
That's
a
such a good
funny-
shout.
Anecdote about Ephus. Did I ever tell you guys this? I showed it to I wanted to see it and I convinced my dad to watch it with me because my dad and I, like, he coached me in soccer. He still plays soccer. He goes to, old guy pickup. He plays in over the hill leagues. And we've had so many instances in our lives where we had to say goodbye to a field or, my dad's getting older. He's not coaching me anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, people have been saying all this stuff about the film. Like, I bet that he'll really like it and it'll really resonate with him. And in the film, there's this thing where they're like, oh, I don't want to leave. Like the other closest baseball diamond or whatever is like 30 minutes away. And we finished the movie and my dad was like, I would have just driven to the other field.
That's not the point, Sydney's dad. That's not the point.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's the most my dad answer literally ever. He's like, what's 30 minutes? I would have just driven there to play.
Oh
And
my
I'm sure
God.
most of those men will end up driving the 30 minutes, but it's not the
Right.
point, all
Yeah,
right?
it's not
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
funny.
I loved it a lot, and I think that if you have been interested in it all year, it's on Mubi, and so it's easy to stream if you have Mubi. So
Yeah. That's a good example, I think, of one of those like indie films that has really stayed in the conversation all year in a way that we typically don't quite see. And it's been really
Yeah.
nice to see that.
yeah, shout out to Carson Lund who directed this film. It came out in 2024, and it barely got a release earlier in mid 2025. So glad it finally got around. And a movie that I think will stick with me for a bit. So that's my number 5.
Nice.
4, Sydney, where are you going?
My number 4 is No Other Choice.
I love your Letterboxd review
Yeah.
for this, by the way, because I feel like people comment on it all the time, and I think it's great.
Dude, so yeah, my Letterboxd review for this movie is that I said, I got Doge, like I got laid off with all the government funding cuts that were initiated by Elon Musk's mission there. And I said that I wanted to thank Park Chan-wook for giving me some ideas for how to deal with that. People in the comments were saying I was lying. I'm like, bro, I wish I was lying.
What a thing to make up.
Lying about getting fired for clout is crazy.
It's crazy. For
Yeah.
letterbox clout?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if they're
Wild.
not from the US, because I'm like, I feel like everyone who lives here is like, yeah, like a bunch of like everyone.
It
I
could
know
be.
is, like,
That could
getting
be
laid off.
it, maybe. But I think about that review a lot every time I think about No Other Choice.
Yeah. Anyways, great movie. Such a funny premise. I think it's probably Park Chan-wook's funniest film, at least in the ones that I've seen. I'm really excited because, well, maybe excited. On the Patreon side, we do Rumi's Choice every month, and Handmaid's Tale is always very high up in what people vote for. And I've never seen that movie. But yeah, I think it's great. I don't agree that it's like lesser Park Chan-wook. It might be one of my favorites from him, honestly. And still, it stayed in my head all year.
I will reveal it's my number 6. Just outside the 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
close.
I think on rewatch it would go up. We're talking at this point, my like 1 through 6, or we're talking razor thin margins, and we're not talking big wide gaps here. I love it a lot though, so it was close. I almost brought it
We
up.
all loved it, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I loved it.
Big
Yeah.
message to people who think our best picture predictions and our clips that we're posting are like personal preference for some reason. Everyone's like, "Where's No Other Choice?" I'm like, we all loved No Other Choice.
Yeah.
I know. There's no defeating that ever. There's always been people like, what do you mean?
I can't believe Frankenstein's in your top 10 over No Other Choice. And it's like,
Not-
guys, that's not what we're saying.
People on
Nah.
TikTok are allergic to like seeking out context or watching an entire video before they comment.
I know.
Yeah.
Post this clip. Listen, everyone. We all love No Other Choice. If it was a top 10 personal list, it would have been there. We're not doing that.
No.
And hey, if No Other Choice does make it into the 10 for Best Picture, happy
Oh
for
yeah, I
Park
would
Chan-wook,
happily be wrong.
but does not appear to be going that way. But glad you brought it up. I love that movie a lot.
Good movie.
4, Clara.
My 4 is Sentimental Value.
Oh, there we go.
Yay. Yay. I love this movie. I think it's so good. Like I said, I watched it with my sister, which I think really made it extra special because it is such a movie about sisterhood, which obviously resonates a lot for me. And like, I think what I love about it is that it gets to really occupy the emotions it wants to. Like, it gets to be a very angry film in a very tangible way. And I like that we work through that anger with Nora in such like a direct way as the film plays out. And I think it's just beautifully done. It's so good. Yeah, we talked about it already.
Yeah.
Sentimental Value. I should check where I have it. We should reveal where we have it in our ranking.
50.
No, not in the 50.
I'm kidding.
It was in the top 15, I believe.
Okay.
I think I had it at 11 or so. I'll triple check right now. Sentimental Value I had at 11
Oh, okay.
Wow, very
in the top
nice.
15. I love it a lot. Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
I'm at
Yeah.
number 4.
You're 4.
My number 4, I'm going to say, is The Testament of Anne Lee,
Wow.
which I've seen twice now. Itching for a third watch, if I'm
Did
being
that get
honest.
bumped up?
It did get bumped up. Yeah.
Okay.
I had it in the 10, and then I listened to the soundtrack the other day, and I was like, fuck, man. I'm running around singing these songs every day.
Yeah.
Walking around your house, dude.
I'm like this. There's a great breakdown that I believe Searchlight posted of like the choreographers breaking down the choreography of the ship scene. It's so
Wow.
hypnotizing to watch. I love watching it. Anyways, on my second watch, it really kind of solidified as a movie that I thought was really special. Mona Fastfold is doing some crazy, crazy work in that movie. I want to see it a third time. Could even bump it up to the top 3, but I think it's a travesty that we're looking at a year where this movie is going to get ignored a lot. That's neither here nor there. It doesn't reduce the fact that this movie's great in my mind, in my eyes. But I have 4, Testament of Anne Lee.
Wow.
On your list,
awesome.
where is it at, Sid?
It is my number 10.
Oh,
So it's high. It's high
Nice.
up there. I
Okay.
want to rewatch this one again. But it is like I still maintain that it's one of the most like distinct films that I've seen this year. It's just so interesting the way that Mona Fastfold and Brady Corbet, since they co-wrote the script, just like conceived of how to tell that story.
Yeah, I agree. I'm itching for a third watch. It's now hitting theaters the 23rd, so after this episode's published. So hopefully it's in a theater near you. not sponsored by Searchlight or Mona, but if it's in the theater near you, you should go watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Should you reveal where yours is at? Is it in the top 5 or not?
It's not in my top
Okay,
five.
so where is it at?
I have it at number 14.
14.
14.
Okay.
High for all of us.
Very high. I mean, if we take out all my stuff I can't actually put on my list, it's higher, but
Okay.
I don't know how to do that math right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Number 3, Sydney, where are you going?
Oh my gosh, it's me next.
It's back to you.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 is Sinners.
Yay!
Yeah. Sinners fucking rocks, man.
Yeah, it does. It does rock.
It was a
rock.
really good way to start the year, just having this like, everyone I think was like rooting for Sinners and was really excited for Sinners. I think specifically seeing the barn burner sequence in theaters and hearing the whole audience audibly react and just being like, oh, this movie's gonna be huge. Like
Yeah.
the moment where you just know it. And even though Variety tried to convince us otherwise, it persevered. And I'm just really glad it's made it through the whole year, because you never know with movies that come out that early in the year if they're going to kind of hold up in the conversation. And it's been a front runner for like everything all year. It just feels good. I
Right.
would love to rewatch it soon. Is it on HBO Max? Is that what's
It is on
happening with that?
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yes. I know in LA they're already putting it back in theaters. So,
Really?
yeah,
Mhm.
you can watch it on 70 millimeter at the Vista coming up
Must
pretty
be
soon.
nice. I bet they have it here.
Yeah, they
in
might
some
be
capacity.
putting it in a lot of theaters. So if you have it again in a theater near you, if you can watch it again, I would highly recommend it. I kind of regret seeing it. Not really regret. I saw it at a press screening like a good week and a half before it came out. And I loved it, but it was such a sparse screening. I sat in an IMAX theater with maybe 15 people in that theater.
Mm-hmm.
And when the scene happens where they kind of start to, is it a spoiler? Maybe it is.
I wouldn't.
When that scene happens, I remember like I wanted to stand up and like be so excited, and it felt kind of boring to be alone. And then I saw it again, and that was a better experience.
Yeah.
That being said, we'll hear more from Sinners later. Claire, you're number 3.
Well, but should I say where it is
Oh
on
yeah,
my
where's your
list?
Sinners
Yeah.
ranking?
It is not in my top 5. And I want to say this very quickly so people understand. It's like 5s and 4.5s for me, like to my 30s, basically, in my ranking. Because I have
True.
Sinners at like 20.
Okay.
Because I loved it, but there's just a lot that came out this year that I did ultimately love more.
Okay, no worries. Your number 3?
My number 3 is Resurrection.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. I don't think there's many other movies that have come out in the last like 5 years that are similar to what Resurrection is doing. It's one of those ones where it's like, how do you even talk about Resurrection in vague terms? So it's very difficult to say too much, but it is just such a wholly unique visual experience. And I think the story itself is so interesting and fun to really untangle and grapple with. It's like one of the most surreal movies I've ever seen, and I have been thinking about it nonstop ever since I've seen it. So it's really hung on.
Sid, you've seen Resurrection?
I have seen Resurrection. I saw Resurrection at SIFF. I know. I'm like, wow. Testament of Anne Lee is so distinct, and then there's a movie like Resurrection. It's like this is like ever one of the most kind of like interesting, projects I've ever seen. I liked Resurrection a lot. It didn't get into my kind of like top 20 area. I don't know if it just like Be Gone just like isn't my thing. Like I also watched A Long Day's Journey into Night, which I so regret not being able to see in theaters with the 3D. But I feel like Resurrection was like really cool to see, but didn't like electrify me like some people did. The first sequence or the first kind of like story bit, what would you call them? Kind of like chapters? Are they chapters?
They're dreams. The first
They're
dream.
They are dreams. Yes. Holy shit. I've never seen like I would watch like 50 hours of like just that first sequence. Is so incredible. I liked it a lot. It just wasn't one of my favorites. Totally understand why so many people are loving it.
Mhm.
I'll get around to it eventually, I hope. It's one of the movies where I will see reviews come in, it's like 5-star and then like 2-star, 5-star, 2-star, 5-star. I'm like, okay. I kind of know what to expect going into it then. Hopefully get to it soon. I know
Yeah.
it's a longer one, like 3 hours. So I need to carve out the time
Yeah.
for it.
Mhm.
All right, number 3 for me.
Yeah.
Some movie called One Battle After Another.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Dope.
It might come up for someone else in this group here, so I won't say too much. I think when this movie came out we had a great podcast on it, and we talked about kind of what it meant for Paul Thomas Anderson, what it meant for people, what it meant in this time and in the era in which it's coming out. I haven't had a chance to revisit it as much, and I've been dying to watch it a second time. I've only seen it one time, but it is the one time that really, really kind of blew me away. I don't want to go too much into it,
My number 2 is 28 Years Later.
wow, it made it to the top 2.
Dude, are you kidding me? This is so everything here is like a 4.5, except for my number 1 is a 5. 28 Years Later, I haven't given it a 5 yet, but I'm like, I really should. I've seen it 3 times, and I'm just like, I wouldn't change a fucking thing, man. That movie rocks so hard.
Maybe this one we do avoid spoiler conversation, mainly because 28 years later the Bone Temple's out, and we don't want anybody watching that movie. I don't want to bleed into that conversation too much. That being said, have you revisited it since watching the Bone Temple?
Mm-mm.
Do you think your relationship with it will change after watching the Bone Temple at all? Like, will that be enough to push you to the 5? Not that matters too much, but I'm curious if like any reservations you had might be quelled after watching it again.
They're so interesting to talk about in tandem. I mean, we talked about it on our episode about the Bone Temple, that it's so fascinating to see there are some people who are like, Bone Temple is so easily better than 28 Years Later, where I am like, I don't think Bone Temple even touches 28 Years Later. And I really liked Bone Temple. I just think 28 Years Later was that special, that like formally interesting, that like thematically interesting. I don't know. I don't think it would make me appreciate 28 Years Later more, just because I did think Bone Temple was great. I think it almost works more in the opposite direction, that when I watch Bone Temple, there are things that I miss.
Okay. I was just curious if like you said, formally it would reinforce how you felt about 28 Years Later, and then you would like it more. But
could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
I know I want to rewatch 28 Years Later really bad. I've been like hovering over it on Netflix. Every time I'm on Netflix, I'm like,
dude, do it.
Is it time? I think I'll like it more. I already liked it when I saw it. I think I gave it a 4.5. Oh, to reveal, it's my number 8. So it's in my top 10.
Okay.
I do love it a lot. I also
That's
really
high.
love Bone Temple. So
yeah,
we're just getting an all-timer franchise out of these guys.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
They're doing God's work over there.
Where is it for you, Claira?
I have it at 16, but that's like a recent, I bumped that up quite a bit actually.
Oh, yeah?
That was in my like top 30 always, but I brought it up a lot because I did rewatch most of it right after Bone Temple, and I was just like, man, it's so good.
So
like
good.
it's kind
I
of
know.
ridiculous.
And look, and I tried to respect everyone who's like, I don't like Years Later and I like Bone Temple. I can understand that way of thinking, but when I go back and like see scenes from 28 Years Later, I'm so blown away by it.
Yeah.
What an ambitious project.
Special movie.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Claire, number 2.
My number 2 is Train Dreams.
Oh, Train Dreams made your 5.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. All aboard the Train Dreams.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on the train of the Train Dreams since January. We saw it twice at
That's 2
Sundance.
movies since January that you've had high in your list.
Sundance gets me every year, man. I'll tell you what. But yeah, I saw Train Dreams twice at Sundance. We saw it again at TIFF. Like, it's one of those things that I've sought out all year long. And I keep coming back to and enjoying and maybe even appreciating more with each rewatch. I know it's not for everyone, which is again like one of those like really interesting things to like hear, because obviously seeing it at a festival early, it's like you come out of it and everyone's like, that was the best thing here. Like, this is so good. And then opinion varies after that, which is fine. But I think Train Dreams is so special and emotional and just really effective at conveying how special life is. And I really appreciate that in film.
I have it on my list.
Okay.
I don't think that's a shocker for anyone. I think we've been talked about this movie a lot. We had a dedicated episode with it on Patreon where we were able to really get down to the nitty gritty of why this movie works for all of us. I also saw it at Sundance twice, saw it at TIFF with you, saw it at home a couple times. I was concerned on the mileage of the film, like, will it eventually exhaust me?
Right.
But I find myself thinking about it a lot still, talking about it a lot still, listening to the score, Bryce Dessner score a lot. And I can save more for later, but good number 2 is what I'll say.
Where is it for
Very
you,
good.
Sid?
I have it at 19.
Nice.
In the top 20.
In the top 20, yeah.
Nice. Okay, I think for number 2, I'm just going to say it real quick. It's Sinners.
Oh, yay.
I mean, I'm like Sid had said, going into that month, which was April, I believe it came out.
Yeah.
Highly anticipated. You know, it's a Ryan Coogler vampire film. Michael B. Jordan is playing twins. It was kind of like, I was almost nervous going into Sinners because it felt too good to be real. And then you go in and you get the movie you get, and I walked out and I was like, it is as good as I kind of imagined it to be. I think it's a really special film. I think Coogler is cementing himself, or has cemented himself, as one of our premier, not just auteurs, but like blockbuster auteurs. Like,
He's
you can
so
give the guy
good.
money to make a blockbuster and he will make like an auteur's version of that blockbuster.
And he's just getting started.
And he's
Yeah.
just getting started. He is, in my eyes, like the same vein as someone like Spielberg or someone like Scorsese or Ridley Scott, someone who can take like epics and like really make it their own. And I think it's awesome he's barely getting started, and we're going to spend so many years watching him kick ass.
Yeah. Well, and
Hell
I think
yeah.
it's just so impressive that he's able to take something like vampires, which is such a like quote unquote well-established like entity in film, and make it into something so entirely new and exciting and engaging.
And his own.
His own, like the voice behind it is so distinct and loud and like impassioned, and it's so satisfying to sit with.
Yeah. Love it. Coogler is someone I think will always be like just waiting to make something else. You know, whatever project he wants to do. I know he's working on like an X-Files reboot right now. And I've heard some rumblings and people being upset that he's not doing something else more original. The guy can do whatever he wants at this point.
Yeah.
You know, he's more than proven himself as an artist. And so Sinners number 2.
Woo.
Number
Great
1,
number 2.
Sid. What is
My
the
number
movie?
1 is one battle after another.
Whoa.
Cue the music.
Yeah. Boring.
No, not boring.
Not at all. No.
You want to speak on it or what?
You know, I'm just glad this is actually, it's not even like Paul Thomas Anderson, obviously, he's been nominated for 11 Oscars before. He's never received one. And it's almost like, I don't even care. Like, I'm not like, oh, yay, finally he'll get Oscars recognition. It never has felt like he needed it or he wanted it or that even needed to happen for people to like know how good he is or something like that. But I do think it's cool that he finally made this like big blockbuster, and it's like, yeah, he made a blockbuster that's going to win like every fucking Oscar and everyone loves it and it's so good. So yeah, because I'm a PTA shill. When I loved Licorice Pizza, I was like, whatever, like I love Licorice Pizza, not everyone needs to love Licorice Pizza. But One Battle, it's like so undeniable in so many ways. Obviously there are people who don't like it, but it was just so good. I saw it 3 times opening weekend. I think I saw it in 70, I saw it in, and then I saw it in IMAX twice, like proper IMAX, not proper IMAX, but I don't know. I feel like you can't even start talking about it because there's so much to say. Our episode on it was really good.
It was
Our
really good.
episode
Yeah.
kicked
It was a
ass
good
on it.
combo.
That was our very first video episode
Oh,
ever.
it was.
It-
Yeah.
oh, that's right.
Very
Yeah.
first one.
Big
Yeah.
debut.
Yeah, we kicked ass on the episode. I think we did speak to why it's such a special film. In the same vein of what you're saying, Sid, it's nice that even though he's likely going to win all the Oscars for this movie, it's a nice feeling to know the movie's good. I feel like oftentimes when you get like a legacy actor or a legacy director and they put up a good movie, but you know, maybe not their best, you do tend to get that like sympathy from the
That's
Oscar
it,
voters.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really happy that that's not the case for this movie. This is truly just like a one of a kind, kind of genre defining, decade defining film, even career defining film for him as
Yeah.
well as someone who has never worked with that kind of budget and that kind of
Right.
just enormity of a film. So it's really nice knowing that when he eventually does win all the Oscars, it feels really warranted. It feels less Revenant and more.
For sure.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
warranted.
Yeah.
Sorry, Revenant, which I think is a fine movie, but I'm not like looking at that as like DiCaprio's defining film. role.
Right.
Right.
Good choice, One Battle Rocks.
movie.
And
Good
we'll
movie.
be talking more about that movie as the Oscars approach.
Yeah.
Where was it on your list, Clara?
I have it at 17 right now,
Okay,
but
nice.
that's one I've been wanting to rewatch because I haven't had the chance to.
It's back at the Vista.
Ooh,
You can watch it over there.
it could move up, but also I'm kind of like, this is the problem where I'm like, I don't want to move it up because then other things move down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at a certain point when like there's like 8 of them all at 4.5, like does moving it up even matter anymore?
Exactly. Yeah, they're all like on the same
there.
level.
Day.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
change day to day. Like it depends on my mood and kind
Yeah.
of what I'm into that day.
Yeah.
All right, Clara, you're number 1.
My number one.
Number one
Number
film of the
one. Oh my
year.
I don't
God.
know what this. Oh, do I know what this
I
is?
know.
You
what it is.
I think I know.
we all know what it is.
My number one is The Chronology of Water.
Yay.
Chronology of Water.
Yay.
Which is out now in January.
It's
so
out.
If you can get a chance to watch, you can.
Mhm.
Made David Ehrlich's top 20 list as well, top 25 list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I think it was like in the 13s or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I love
Speak
this
on
movie
it.
a lot. I just think it's one of those ones where like as the year started, it slowly became one of my most anticipated of the year. And then when I came to it, it was like getting slapped in the face with like the type of art I'm always craving the most of and don't really have the words to convey as like something I want. And then I watch a whole movie where it's exactly that. It's so fluid and like experimental, but also still very refined in a really unique way. And like I just think there's something really exciting about watching this when like Kristen Stewart in a lot of ways has been a definitive voice in my cinematic like relationship for like my entire life, where like growing up I'm watching her, and then in my teenage years I'm watching her, and then to adulthood now I'm watching her become a director, and like getting to see her like find her voice in that space is really exciting. And for it to be starting with like this of all movies, and it's so unique and like uncompromising, is thrilling. Like it's the type of art I want and I want to watch more of. So it's my number one. It's been number one since I saw it in May.
Yay.
Sid, where's Chronology for you?
Well, that was the one that I was gonna say. I made the decision to count Chronology of Water for 2026.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was correct
It makes sense.
by
I mean,
release timelines,
Yeah.
but yeah, it just felt like it wasn't. I try to have my list be like what people are talking about for the year, and Chronology was like very on the cusp there. It does suck because like Imogen Poots is so fucking good in the movie. It'd be great if a performance like that like got recognition, or a film like this got recognition, because for me this would probably be in my top 3
Mhm.
of the year, to at least my top 5 for sure. Like Chronology of Water and Sound of Falling were both in my top 5 before I decided to
Oh.
make some changes.
Sound of Falling's in
Um,
my 5 too.
Yeah, both so good. Yeah, it is one of those things that you're watching it and you're like, I kind of can't believe that someone like made this. It
First
feels like
time,
it kind
too.
of just exists as like a sort of like stream of consciousness, like lived experience. And yeah, I can't wait for Kristen Stewart to keep making bangers that like totally alienate a huge group of people and never get the recognition they deserve.
Yay.
Exciting stuff. I know it hit theaters early this month in January, so hopefully it makes its way to you. If not, it'll likely be streaming in the next week or so, if it's not already streaming now, like digitally for on demand. There were a couple movies on the cusp that I also wish I had seen and or maybe considered. I know another one was Pillion was another big one.
Pillion
Yeah.
is my beloved that I can't talk about.
Pillion, and that doesn't come out till February. So there are a few more movies on the cusp. It's just the downside of being in this business and going to festivals is that sometimes you watch something amazing and it doesn't come out for another year, or sometimes not at all. There was that one fear for a moment where Chronology was not picked
Yeah.
up for months.
Yeah, it
and
was
there was
really
a moment where it
scary.
was like, oh, maybe it doesn't even get out to anybody. So it's cool that it's out now.
Mm-hmm.
My number one is Train Dreams, everyone. Big shocker.
Yay.
Choo choo, everyone. Train Dreams.
Choo-choo.
I like it a lot. We talked about it a lot. Don't need to go into detail here. Joel Edgerton, you're an underrated actor. You won't get the recognition this season, probably, and that's okay because you are still special to me.
Oh.
Those are our 5. Let's recap very quickly.
Okay.
Our 5. Clara, you're 5 to 1.
Oh, okay. For 5, I have Sorry Baby. 4, I have Sentimental Value. 3, I have Resurrection. 2, I have Train Dreams. And 1, I have The Chronology of Water.
Sydney, you're 5.
At 5, I have Sentimental Value. At 4, I have No Other Choice. 3, I have Sinners. 2, I have 28 Years Later. And my number 1 is One Battle After Another.
Perfect.
Joe?
5 is Ephus. 4 is The Testament of Anne Lee. 3 is One Battle After Another. 2 is Sinners. And 1 is Train Dreams. For funsies, you guys want to read the entire 10 you have? Don't go into detail on why you chose movies, but what's your 10 look like? I'll read my 10 very quickly. I have my list up right here. 10, Freaky Tales. Fun movie. 9, Friendship. 8, 28 Years Later. 7, It Was Just an Accident. 6, No Other Choice. And the 5 I read to you already. That's my 1 through 10 though.
Nice.
Sid, what's your 1 through 10?
My 10 is The Testament of Anne Lee. At 9, I have Wake Up Dead Man. At
Whoa.
8, yeah.
Not expecting that. Okay.
I loved that movie. At 8, I have Caught by the Tides. At 7, I have Marty Supreme. At 6, I have It Was Just an Accident. And then my
Clara?
5.
All That's Left of You at 10, On Becoming a Guinea Fowl at 9, Sorry Baby at 8, Pillion at 7, Blue Heron at 6, Sentimental Value at 5, Sound of Falling at 4, Resurrection at 3, Train Dreams at 2, Chronology of Water at 1.
Got
Right.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Nice.
adjusted because some of them went
Yeah,
out,
I cut some because in Chronology I kept in just because also like it's been getting a really slow rollout since like mid-December, so it felt more appropriate. But the others are like definitively
won't come
Right.
out
won't
until
come out
this
till
year.
this year. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Those are our 10 of 2025 and 2026 a little bit. Let's move on to performance. Favorite performance and a shout out. Sid, favorite performance and a shout out. Also, as an unspoken rule, we're going to do our best to be have diversified answers here. So we're not going to repeat any of the 5 we just spoke about. Attempt. If you had to cheat a little bit, I understand.
Okay.
Sid,
Okay.
favorite performance of the year and then a shout out.
Also, just apologies if I sometimes do more than one shout out.
As long as they're quick, we're
I'll
totally
try not
fine.
to. My favorite performance outside of my top 5, I put Rose Byrne in
Oh.
If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Yeah.
I've always loved Rose Byrne, and I thought she just was like so outstanding. My shout outs, Josh O'Connor and Wake Up Dead Man, Gwyneth Paltrow and Marty Supreme. And I wanted to shout out Mariam Afshari in It Was Just an Accident, who played Shiva, the friend with like the short grayish hair.
Yeah, the photographer.
Yeah.
The photographer. I thought she was incredible.
She is really good in that.
Also, Una Chaplin in Avatar.
Ooh, like the shouts.
Ooh.
Clara, favorite and shout outs.
Wow. Okay. My favorite is Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm rooting for him so hard.
Wagner, we're all rooting for you.
I want him to win. My shout outs would be my actual favorite is Harry Melling in Pillion. I think is like
Oh, nice.
one of the best
He's great.
performances I've ever seen. I think he's so good. My other shout outs are Josh O'Connor and Wake Up Dead Man and Susan Chardy in On Becoming a Guinea Fowl.
All
Oh,
right.
nice.
I kept it
Joe?
to 1
Okay.
because that was the rules.
What? Stop.
Well, you love changing the
Stop
rules,
yelling
so.
about the rules after you've let us break the rules.
Favorite, I said Eva Victor and Sorry Baby. To just kind of like tack on to what Clara said. Just astonished by the amount of comedy she's able to put in that movie that is so honest and so hard to watch at times. But I almost feel bad laughing. But she's so funny in the movie. I just it's incredible. Eva Victor is special person.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will Arnett in the movie Is This Thing On?
Oh,
yeah.
yay.
I thought he was great in that movie.
Yeah, he
and I really
was.
love that
Really
film a
good.
lot. So shout out to Will
Nice.
Arnett.
That's nice.
Favorite score of the year. Sid, give us a favorite and a shout out.
I couldn't not say Sinners.
Okay.
Oh,
I
nice.
had
Hey,
to
that's
say
fair.
Sinners.
Okay.
Shout out, highest to lowest, which I know a lot of people
Ooh.
don't like. The more
Controversial.
like soapy score, but when it kicks into gear, holy shit! Some of my favorite tracks of the year. And remember the Black Phone 2? Because the score of the Black Phone 2 is really good.
This is why the shout out category exists for
Yeah.
little shout outs to that because I
Yeah.
don't remember it, but
I think
I'm
it's
glad
got
you bring it up.
Derrickson's son was the composer.
Oh, Nepo
yeah,
composer?
yes, that's correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Nepo composer.
Good shouts.
Yeah.
Clara, favorite and shout out.
My favorite is 28 Years Later's. Young Fathers are like unreal. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I do also want to just quickly use that to say I have changed my mind. In our episode on the Bone Temple, we kind of were like dismissing the score in that film. On a second watch, it's a lot more recognizable and a lot more centerpiece than I realized.
For sure.
And so I think that score is also good.
Yeah, that it is. It's just, again, it's like for a very different movie.
I was
than-
just more dismissive in that episode than I wanted to be. And when I saw it a second time, I was like, oh, this is actually very good.
Yeah.
So what's your shout out?
Okay. My shout out is to it's Materialists and Resurrection. Yeah.
The Materialist soundtrack or score, I don't know. All I can think about is the trailer.
No, don't think about the trailer. The score is beautiful. I don't know what it is about it, but like I loved it. And then my sisters both loved it too. So we just casually are all throwing it on all the time.
Nice.
Resurrection scores by M83.
Oh,
so it's
I've
ridiculous.
heard good things about it. Yeah.
It's so good. It's
Okay.
like mind bending.
Damn.
Yeah.
I will say favorite. I'm going to be boring, guys.
Okay.
F1 by Hans Zimmer.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Bro,
That's
you
the
were
boring
behind the
answer.
F1 agenda all along.
Yeah, this was you all along.
It's not my fault. No, I went back and I intentionally listened to a lot of these scores to make sure I wanted to choose them.
Okay.
And I didn't choose Testament of Van Lee. That would have been my real choice. But, again, I'm biting by the rules a little
Right.
bit. And the F1 score, dude, it hits pretty hard. It is Hans Zimmer doing like a Challengers impersonation. And I don't mean that as a slight. I just mean that the Challengers score is very good. But F1 score is great. It's really good.
Cool.
Shout out to Daniel Lopatin's score for Marty Supreme.
Good shout. Yeah.
Yeah, Holocaust Honey is the one track I listen to a lot. It's really good.
That's a good one.
You
I
wanna say
also want to
something?
shout out Anemone's score is actually really good, which
Oh,
is a
okay.
weird thing
Really
to say
good?
about a movie that people really don't like.
Dude,
All
I
right.
never saw that.
It's
Neither did I.
the score is great.
Favorite needle drop of the year. Shout out to the Letterboxd crew for creating a list for us that made it pretty easy. I like recognizing needle drops. There's a pretty obvious one for me. I'm just going to say my favorite was Punk Rockers from the movie Superman
Oh, nice.
by Teddy Bears featuring Iggy Pop. And my shout out is Call on Me by Eric Price in
Oh,
the movie
I'm glad you
Warfare.
said that because I had that.
Ooh.
What do you have, Sid?
Now I can do my other shout out. Yeah, Call on Me in Warfare was like really good use of a song.
Very much so.
Excellent use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting my favorite needle drop as Underdog by Sly and the Family Stone in the motion picture The Running Man, directed by Edgar Wright.
Yeah,
If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the song that was in the trailer that you saw 7 billion times. I've listened to like a lot of Sly and the Family Stone in my time, but I'd never listened to that song. And I listen to it when I'm in the gym a lot now. Like it's the one song out of the year that I'm like listening to the most now.
Wow, that is
Man, it can make you run
fascinating.
through a brick wall, man.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
he does that in the
Anyways, he does that. Yeah. But shout outs, I had Call on Me. I wanted to say Everybody Wants to Rule the World in Marty Supreme, and shout
Yeah.
out Boots in 28 Years.
movie. Ooh.
Yo.
good one.
Good one.
Clara, favorite and shout out?
This is one where I really cheated because I chose Canic Chase at the end of Sentimental Value as my favorite needle drop because that's one of my favorite songs of all time. So I'm going to break the rules for that. But it's also used as a needle drop in Dead Man's Wire, which is
Oh,
like another one of those
fascinating.
weird, is it a 2025, 2026 releases? But it's used in both, which is fun. My shout out is from Die My Love. They do a Cocteau Twins song.
Yeah.
It's Pearly Dewdrops Drops. And that's my favorite band of all time.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Favorite horror movie and a shout out. Favorite for me, 28 years later. Shout out, I'm saying The Ugly Stepsister.
Oh
I like
my
the movie a
God.
lot.
Wait, okay.
What do you have?
For favorite, I have 28 Years Later.
Uh-huh.
Shout outs I had two. The first one being Ugly Stepsister.
Nice.
And then I also really want to shout out Tinsman Road, which is an indie film I've been shouting about literally all year. It's phenomenal. And it's coming to VOD finally this summer. And I'm really excited
Oh,
for people to
yay.
see it more.
Cool.
We'll have
Sid,
to watch
favorite
it.
and shout out.
If I can't say 28 Years Later, my next favorite horror movie was The Shrouds.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
That's a
Great
2026
movie.
film
I-
or 2025 film?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
too
it
many
like
of
2
us.
I
years
love
ago
the
now.
shrouds.
Yeah, some of us didn't get to see it. Where did you see it, Can?
Can.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
Checks
shout
out.
out?
I shouted out Presents and Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, I love that
good
movie.
shout.
yeah, I thought
Shouts.
that movie rocked.
It does rock.
Yeah, it's
a
fun.
cool ass movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite animated film and shout out. Clara, favorite and shout out.
My favorite is the Chainsaw Man movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a cool ass movie, man. It's in my
Really?
top 20.
No, it's not. I was about to be like, me too. And it's not, but it's really high up. My special shout out is for Lesbian Space Princess, which is an Australian animated film, and it got a pretty limited release, but it's so much fun.
Okay. Sid, favorite and
Oh.
shout out.
Favorite K-pop Demon Hunters.
Whoa.
Yay.
You
Shout
stayed
out.
golden all year, huh?
Shout out Arco.
Oh.
Yay.
Arco is a very sweet little movie.
It is.
All right. I'm saying favorite is going to be Lost in Starlight.
Yeah.
Cool.
And shout out, I'm going to say Dogman. That's my shout out.
Dogman.
okay,
I
nice.
like the Dogman movie.
Dogman was cute.
It's a funny movie as well.
Yeah.
And if I want to give one more,
Okay.
Looney Tunes, The Earth Blew Up,
Oh,
or what
yeah.
it's called, the
The
long
Day
ass
the
title,
Earth
The
Blew
Day
Up.
the Earth Blew Up.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
That's
good
the
one.
one
That was a
movie
lot of fun.
I keep seeing it in my ranked list, and I'm like, that was 2025. I feel like I saw that eons ago.
Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
like a million years ago.
Yeah.
Action movie, favorite, Sid.
You know, going through this category, I was like, we were kind of light on the action.
We were very
this
light on action.
year. Wow.
At least good action.
I hope that changes this coming year. And I'm talking like true action films.
Not a
Like
big
this one
Love Hurts
battle in
fan, or what?
action.
What's
Well,
wrong
if you
with Love
listen
Hurts?
to our episode on
Yeah, we
that
have
movie,
somehow
you'll
we
find
have an
out.
episode on that movie.
I have now accepted
That was how
that
that February was going.
February, I think, is one of the worst months for movies. I think January is no longer the worst month. I think it's February.
Yeah,
They can
I
both
kind of
be
agree.
bad.
They both can be. But this month, this January rocks.
Yeah, it's good. Good month.
Yeah. Okay. Action movie. Favorite. Can I say Avatar Fire and Ash, perhaps?
I think
I
that's
think that
appropriate.
absolutely
movie.
counts because
Yeah.
I also chose it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh, did you? Well, also, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, kind of a bummer what happened with that movie. It did not have staying power.
Well, not
But-
for you.
Oh,
Not in my world, honey.
In my world, I think about that movie I saw
well,
it 3
it
times.
has some of the greatest action set pieces of the year, easily.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And my shout out was Ballerina because I thought that was a great little film.
Oh yay!
The little Lionsgate film Ballerina.
Yeah.
Starring that little actress that no one
Underrated
knows.
action
Ana
flick.
de Armas.
That little franchise, John Wick.
I had as favorite Avatar Fire and Ash
Okay.
and Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning with a shout out to Predator Badlands.
Good show.
Oh, okay.
That's a fun show.
Fun movie.
Clara, favorite and shout out?
So for favorite, I had Avatar: Fire and Ash and Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning.
There we go.
But my shout out is for In the Lost Lands.
Oh, the Paul W.S. Anderson film.
yay.
That
Oh,
movie
that's a
was
sick shout out.
fun.
Yeah,
I
you
like
and
that
dozens
movie.
of people love it. I
Me
think.
and
He's
maybe 5
operating-
people.
Paul W.S. Anderson is speaking a language only few people understand.
And I'm
Truly.
fluent. I'm ready.
people who do.
Then you would like the Resident Evil movies. He does like 3 of them.
So actually, I don't like those.
Oh, well, I guess that's a different Paul W.
That's a
Anderson.
different space,
He also did the Monster Hunter movie.
which I haven't seen that. So who
Kinda cool.
knows? We'll
It's
see.
kinda- It has some things I like about it.
Okay.
Comedy film favorite, Sid.
My favorite was Wake Up Dead Man, and I wanted to shout out Roofman and Splitsville.
Oh, I love Roofman.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
Roofman's like a cousin I don't see very often, but when I see him, I'm happy.
And when
to
you
see him.
remember, you're like, oh,
Aw.
Yeah.
Roofman. Clara?
For favorite, I put friendship, and then for my shout out, I chose the roses.
Oh, the Roses.
I love the roses.
What a wild ass
Roses.
movie.
It's a
Oh,
fun movie.
Friendship. Did I forget Friendship? That would be up there for me, for sure.
Mm.
My favorite was Friendship, which was in my top 10. I finally pulled the trigger on that movie saying I love that movie so much.
Nice.
That's
it's
exciting.
so fucking funny. And then I said, shout out to Mickey 17.
Oh, I
also
like
really
that.
love that movie.
Yeah, that's
I
a
know
fun movie.
You didn't love it, Sid.
It was funny.
It was funny. I think that movie will age well.
I think so too. Yeah.
Favorite streaming film? You could have kind of attacked this any way you want, but if you were to choose one, Sid, what are you choosing?
I didn't pick the limited theatrical stuff.
Okay.
I said my favorite was The Perfect Neighbor. Does that count?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think so. When you switch
absolutely.
to Netflix.
Documentary to Netflix. My shout out was The Lost Bus.
That was my shout out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go,
perfect.
Lost Bus.
Wow.
Yeah, honk honk, Lost Bus.
Here's how Lost Bus can win Best Picture.
Here's how Lost Bus can be nominated for visual effects, maybe?
Question mark? It's on the short
It's on the
list.
short
I like
list.
that.
It's on the
I
short
like
list.
that.
Yeah, had Lost Bus as a shout out, and then favorite Killer of Killers, the Predator film.
Awesome. That's
Oh,
cool.
fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Claire, what'd you have?
For favorite, I Lost in Starlight. It's so good.
Nice.
And then my shout out is for Left-Handed Girl, which
Oh,
I
that's
love to
really
bits.
good.
Still haven't
I still haven't
seen
seen
it.
it. Fuck me. Yeah.
Guys, it's on
I know, we're doing
Netflix.
I know.
It's really good.
Good shout out.
Thank you.
All right, we can move to some questions about 2026 now. What did I put on the outline for you guys? 3 most anticipated?
3.
Okay, I wrote down 5.
Oh,
I
okay,
did
great.
4.
Well, you know what? At this point, it's the Wild West. We can do whatever we want, I
Okay.
guess. All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll name one, and then you guys let me know what's on your list. I don't
Okay.
know if these are ordered in any type of ranking, though. Like, if I say number
Okay.
1, it's not my most anticipated. It's just on the list.
Okay.
I see.
Also, I'm imposing the Odyssey rule on myself. Look, we're all excited for the Odyssey. I don't need to say I'm excited for the Odyssey. I think everyone knows we're all excited.
Well,
So
now
that-
I'm going to look like a fool for having it on mine. So,
So I impose the Odyssey rule on myself. You guys know
Okay.
the Odyssey. Number 1, Disclosure Day.
Mm.
Steven Spielberg, I'm always going to trust.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that people are doubting him. I think it's crazy people have doubted him in the past. His last 2 movies were bona fide masterpieces in my brain. And Disclosure Day looks like War of the Worlds. And I love War of the Worlds. So I'm going to say that's one of them.
okay.
Claire, what do you
Okay.
got?
You know what? I'm going to say this. The Magician's Nephew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. As
Okay.
you say that loud and
I'm
proud.
saying it. I'm really excited for Gerwig's Narnia movies to kick off.
Are
And
you saying that? You say that in your voice with like, as if to imply people aren't? Is there like discourse going on that I'm not aware of?
I don't know. I don't know if it's up there.
I think there are feelings about her making a big Netflix thing.
Yeah, and I think some people are also a little taken aback by the fact she's starting with The Magician's Nephew, which is in a very different territory than our other movies that have covered Narnia before. They went a very different route. But like The Magician's Nephew as a starting point is actually really smart, I think. And I think we'll set up for a really cool like glimpse into the world. I'm excited.
I believe you. I don't know anything about the books.
I'm excited as hell. It's not on my 5 that I wrote down,
Okay.
but if I were to make like a short list of 10,
Yeah.
absolutely. I miss high fantasy. I miss big fantasy films on the screen. It seems like Netflix is willing to give this movie its chance in theaters as well, which is why I kind of harken back to our conversation about 2026 being a big deal. In that I think if this movie can perform well for Netflix in theaters, maybe that moves the needle a little bit for that. What's that guy's name? Ted Sarandos.
Yeah.
Maybe he starts to look at theaters as less of an enemy and more of just an additional way to make money. I know the guy loves money, but if Narnia can be that kind of eye opener for him, that's an exciting move in the right direction. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
because we're gonna get to this point where like we need to get over the fact that our favorite filmmakers are gonna make movies for Netflix. We have to get over it.
Yeah.
If Netflix is gonna own Warner Brothers, at that point, it's like it's impossible not to work with them. And so if they're going to work within the Netflix system, at least do what Gerwig's doing and get like a big theatrical window and like prove yourself. So
Absolutely.
anyways, that's all to say. I'm very excited for Magician's Nephew.
Yay.
Same.
Sid, what do you got?
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Digger.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
It's
It
on your
is.
list, Clara?
Not this list, no.
Okay.
But I'm expanding the list on the fly, so it would be in
Okay,
theory.
yeah.
Okay. I have it on my list. It was at number 2. not really ranked, but I have it high up.
Okay.
Yeah. Inarritu, Tom Cruise vehicle. We don't know a whole lot about it yet, but I mean,
It's
Tom
about some
Cruise.
guy who thinks like he's a prophet, or it's something
Yeah,
religious based.
Mhm.
the most powerful man in the world embarks on a frantic mission to prove he is humanity's savior before the disaster he's unleashed destroys everything.
I'm down. That's all that matters. Is like I'm in for Cruise, kind of
Yeah.
resetting after Mission Impossible. So
Yeah,
I'm in.
so excited.
All right, you took that one from me. I will say Zach Kreger's Resident Evil is on my list.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Talked about it a lot already.
Yeah.
When did we have this conversation last?
When we did our
The
horror
preview.
preview.
Ah, yes,
Primate,
yes. I don't need to go into it again then. I love Zach Kreger. I love Resident Evil. Put those two together equals a movie I'm very excited for.
Mm-hmm.
Clara,
Okay.
what else on your list?
Another movie on my list is I Love Boosters. Boots
Ah.
Riley's new movie. I'm really excited for this. I think he's like kind of a genius, low key, and it's been like a little bit of a wait since his next film, and so I'm really looking forward to this
Premiering
one.
at South by Southwest.
premiering at South
Opening
by.
night film.
It is.
Mhm.
Sid, what else on your list?
I'll say Dune Part 3.
Cool. Yeah.
Of course.
Someone's got to
course.
say it.
Of
It's
course.
Dune Part 3. I agree. I echoed the same sentiment. I have Behemoth on my list
Yes.
with an exclamation point.
Yep.
This is the movie being directed by Tony Gilroy, who recently did Andor, which people love. He did Michael Clayton, another
Oh,
movie I love.
yes.
This is the movie that I was referring to earlier that stars Pedro Pascal, Olivia Wilde, Will Arnett, and Eva Victor.
Yep.
And it follows a Chilean film composer's return to LA and confrontation with his past. It's described as a love letter to the music of the movies. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Give it to me now.
100%.
That's mine.
Sounds
I have
good.
one more after this. Claire, what do you got?
For me, then I'm going to say a movie and I'm going to say it and everyone's going to go, you said that last year. And you know what? Everyone mind your business because it
movie
didn't
is
come
it?
out last year. It's Moonglow, Isabel Sandoval's new movie that was supposed to come out
Oh.
last year, but it didn't quite make it. And so it's coming out for sure this year.
Okay. All right.
I'm so excited. She's one of my favorite directors. And so like, I can't wait to see what this is.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. I remember you saying it last year.
Mhm.
Sid, one more.
Bummer. I'll say Remain.
I was waiting for it, and I was like, "Where's the remaining?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the new M. Night movie is on
Cool.
my list. We'll see like exactly how. I don't think all of M. Night's movies are incredible. So I'm kind of curious to read the book to know kind of what to expect, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited because it seems like the book is more in play with his like direct sensibilities of being like a romantic.
Mhm.
Right.
In a lot of his movies, there's always like a romantic aura, but they're more superficially thrillers or horrors.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting to see if he takes more of like romance on the forefront in his filmmaking.
Very
see.
interesting.
My last one is Ridley Scott's The Dog Stars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love Ridley Scott, and I think this is an interesting project. I'm reading the book right now, and it's getting very interesting. It'll be cool to see how it plays out. And Jacob Elordi's in it, and Josh Brolin's in it. I'm pumped. That'll be my last one.
Nice.
Last one, Clara?
Cool.
Well, so I had Disclosure Day on here, I had the Odyssey on here, blah, 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 boring. I will add, we talked about this during our horror preview too, Flowervale Street.
Hell yeah,
Because it's
Flowervale
the
Yeah.
dinosaur
Street.
movie and I love dinosaurs.
We don't have confirmation it's dinosaurs yet.
No, don't say that because that was the whole point of why I was excited.
But if it does have dinosaurs, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the director again?
Mhm.
Why
That's a
do we
great
keep
question.
forgetting.
It's the J.J. Abrams produced. Oh,
hang
it's
on.
David Robert Mitchell.
David Robert
the It
Mitchell.
Follows
Oh, yeah.
director.
Yeah, which that's exciting too.
I like him as a director.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm believing it's dinosaurs. It's going to be about dinosaurs. I can't wait.
It's funny. People are like, that movie sounds exciting. What happened to They Follow?
yeah.
That'll happen eventually. Maybe.
Yeah, 2 years from now or
Yeah.
something.
Do you guys like Under the Silver Lake?
Okay, I saw it like maybe 10 years ago or
Yeah.
whenever it came out, and I did not like it.
Didn't love it the first time, but I would love to
It
revisit.
came out in 2018. I love
Okay, that was
movie.
almost 10 years ago.
Yeah,
if
you're-
we're being
you're right
honest. It's
there.
only 8
Yeah.
years
That's
ago.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Uh,
Yeah, I might like that movie. I think I definitely like that movie more than It Follows.
oh, I
It's so
but
good.
people I respect, you included now, really, really love it. And so I'm willing to give it another shot.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Plus, I like live next door to Silver Lake, so maybe I like it more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. 2026 predictions. I wrote down 4,
Okay.
and they get progressively more risky and more crazy as I go on.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Prediction 1. The Odyssey will make $1 billion, but it'll end up being the 3rd or 4th, maybe the 5th best Christopher Nolan movie.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
I like that. I have something similar as a prediction in
Okay.
part, but that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Which part are you guys most hesitant about? Is it the part about being the 3rd or 4th best Nolan movie?
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. This is more of a testament to how good Nolan is.
Right.
I think his best movies, his 4 best movies are pretty like solidly there. I don't know if The Odyssey will be as good as like The Dark Knight.
I think for me, it'll go top 3.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't think it's gonna be better than Oppenheimer. Is that crazy?
What could be?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
Okay. Well, just sit on it. Think about it.
Okay.
Ponder it. We'll circle back somehow. We'll try to remember these predictions.
Okay.
Prediction 2. Critics will be split and or lean negative on Wuthering Heights, but it will make bank and audiences will love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Okay.
The Emerald Fennell special.
Yeah.
Order
It's what
up.
she does best.
Put the fries in the bag, ma'am.
Point 3. We will get official confirmation of the Batman Part 2 villain, and that villain will be Hush.
Love.
That's my guess.
God, I
Two-Face
hope
isn't
so.
the villain.
I think he'll be in the movie. I mean, we know Harvey Dent's going to be in the movie now. Whether or not he'll be Two-Face or not, we don't know. But I could see it going the same route as like the Penguin, where he's there, but the primary villain will be Hush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
That
Oh
would
my
be my
God.
guess.
Wow, I really hope that's true.
4. This year's Oscars will go exactly as we expect with one big upset, and that will be PTA loses Best Director to Chloe Zhao.
You reckon?
I would
No,
think it
not
would
really.
be more likely that.
Hamnet
What if
wins?
Zhao gets director and best picture?
I don't know if she'll win Best Picture. I could see it being split where like either way, Zhao gets director and not Best Picture, or the other way, PTA gets Best Director and not Best Picture. I could see like the echoing of the Shakespeare in Love Saving Private Ryan scenario, where Spielberg won Best Director for Saving Private Ryan, but Shakespeare in Love won Best Picture. I could see that happening to PTA.
Okay.
This is my second last one. It's supposed to be a bit out there.
Okay.
It's just going to sound really cool when I'm correct.
Okay.
Okay, my last one. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next Disney live action movie that will be greenlit will be Frozen, and we'll have the cast by the end of the year.
Yeah.
How do you
I
guys feel
don't
about
want I love Frozen.
Yeah.
I think it'll happen.
I mean, for sure, with them doing Tangled and Moana right now, it's in the
It
same
seems
era.
exactly in the same era, same
Yeah.
ballpark. It seems only natural for them to officially greenlight it, and by the end of the year, we'll have the cast.
More likely than The Princess and the Frog.
Oh,
I think Frozen is a bigger property.
yeah.
Mhm.
I can see Frozen happening first,
Okay.
especially if the Tangled kind of machine starts to go very well for them.
Yeah.
They're for sure going to rush for the Frozen one.
Okay.
Princess and the Frog isn't safe for long, though.
No,
No,
no.
there's no
coming.
way. Yeah. They are
They're
buying
Have you
it.
seen that meme where it's like the Grim Reaper going to each door and like
Yeah.
the blood? That's the exact meme I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are my 4 or 5
Nice.
predictions. Sid, what do you got for us today?
You're so good at predictions. I'm always like, I don't know, movies will come out. I said Disclosure Day will be at Cannes and it will get a 9-minute standing ovation.
Whoa, that's a
So
great
specific.
prediction.
I love
like
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. My original
Um,
prediction was that Mando and Grogu was going to be at Cannes. I
I
still
think
kinda
that's a
stand
really
by
good
that.
prediction.
I think that is very likely as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I predicted Odyssey will make $1 billion. If I wanted to
Yeah.
be really crazy, I'd say it'll make $2 billion. I
No,
don't
it's
think
not,
that-
it's not Avatar. Only Avatar can do it.
Well, but it is the Odyssey. That's a
True.
global thing.
Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise will win an Oscar for Digger.
Wow. That's a great prediction. Never
Ooh.
crossed my mind, but yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Claire, what do you got for us?
These are rough. I said also the Odyssey will make more than Oppenheimer, which Oppenheimer made 975 at the box office. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it'll probably make $1 billion. This is another one where it's like, duh, but I do want to just say it so then I feel better.
Okay.
Doomsday is gonna make way more money than Dune Part 3.
Oh,
I think that's a duh as well, but
Yeah.
I've heard like rumblings from people
Doomsday?
saying,
Doomsday.
no, Doom Part 3 will put up bigger numbers. And like, you're crazy, man.
that is
Doomsday,
insane.
Doomsday, as much shit as we give the MCU, it's still bringing people in.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like I was looking at numbers today just because I was curious in terms of like domestic versus international box office for like both the last like big Avengers movie and then Dune Part 2, and like it's I mean Endgame made almost $3 billion. Like there's no way it doesn't make way more than Dune.
Will Doomsday make $2 billion?
Ooh, that's a fun thought.
I don't think it makes $2 billion. I think Deadpool and Wolverine didn't break $2 billion.
No, but this is like every hero you've
True.
ever loved in the
Maybe it
world
does.
is in
Maybe
one
it does.
movie.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
I'll say it. I'll predict it. It does make $2 billion.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Put my
Okay,
hand in there.
cool. Let's see. And then I also predict that Sunrise on the Reaping will become the third highest rated Hunger Games movie on Letterboxd.
After
wait,
Catching
wait.
Fire and
Catching Fire and Hunger Games, and then it will be Sunrise on the Reaping. Right now it's Ballad, so I think it'll surpass
Ballad.
Ballad. Yeah.
Okay. Remembering.
maybe I should throw in a prediction that Suzanne Collins will release her next book.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say
Should
that.
we extend your prediction that they'll announce Avatar 4 into this
Oh,
year?
yeah. Oh, shit.
Every
haven't done
month
it.
we'll make the prediction.
Did it confirm it?
I don't think so.
Oh, fuck.
No. You
Well,
would know.
in January it'll happen.
Okay.
I think by the summer, Avatar 4 is confirmed with a different director.
I don't like that.
Scary.
But you're probably right.
possible. Okay. And then my last prediction, it's going to be a great year for movies.
Oh,
that's
yay.
it?
Well,
Yep,
that's
that's
not
it.
fair because you always think
You
that.
always say
I can
that.
predict it however many times I want.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this year is very exciting. I'm really excited to see what everybody is excited for. If you're listening, you let us know. I mean, give us the answer to all these superlatives. Your most anticipated of this year, your favorite horror, needle drop, performance, your favorite movies. We love to hear everything if we can. That is going to be it. We're going to wrap up our episode. Before we close out, though, we do have a Q&A from last week. Last week, we did our Oscar predictions, which the time of this recording, we don't know the results. We don't have them yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
we're
they'll
recording
have
this
been
early.
But by
announced.
by time this is
By the time it comes
published, it'll be out.
We'll
so
know if we were silly or not.
yeah,
Ugh.
we're either big fools or big
Maybe they can
cools.
just never do it.
Ugh.
You know what? I don't regret our picks.
I don't either. I feel good about it, and we had science backing all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? We didn't play it safe.
Yeah, what do you
And
want? A
that's more
podcast being
fun.
boring?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We could do that.
Yeah.
We're not
yeah.
boring. So, but yeah, by the time you're listening to this, the results are out. So who knows how that went. But last week we did do our episode on nominations. And the question we wanted to ask you guys was, what underdog do you wish could get nominated at the Oscars this year? A lot of great answers here. Let's start off. Sid, what do you got for us today? What do you want to read?
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this. Uvir Kalig says She Rides Shotgun, truly underrated, such a gem. I am
Was that
happy to see
the
that.
Taron
Taron
Egerton movie?
Mhm.
I never saw it, and I am kind of kicking myself. I really should have.
Wow, that was a brain blast right now. Unlocked a memory. I forgot about
Yeah.
that movie. Okay. Claire, what do you got for us?
Hicks Derek 5 says Lawrence's performance in Die My Love. Yeah, I like that.
Some
Oh,
people were commenting
yeah.
on our post saying that Lawrence will get nominated, and I said,
Yeah.
"In your dreams," but you know,
But it's
she
a
was
sweet
great in
dream.
it.
She's so good in it, but
It's not gonna happen.
And she's not campaigning really
No,
like actively at
no,
all.
no.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's not gonna happen.
Carson Frizzell Thomas and Jodie Comer for supporting actress in 28 Years Later. Rewatched recently and blew me away again, even on rewatch number 4.
She's so good. That movie should be nominated for several different things.
I agree.
Yes.
Cinematography being one of them. Is it me now?
It is.
Okay. Augusto Carrijo says Tanya Maria, best supporting actress for The Secret Agent. I mean, come on, she is the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's a good,
Good
shout.
shout.
I love her.
Clara?
Very good show.
P. Scursey says Sally Hawkins and bring her back.
Oh,
That was a
she
good
was
performance.
She was great in
She
that.
was
Should
very
she be
solid.
the real Amy Madigan?
Ooh.
No, I like Amy Madigan a
I
lot in
just
that movie.
said that.
I think she's cooking over there.
What?
She's really good.
Okay, was it my turn now?
Yep, I just went.
Hannah Durbin said a nom for Roofman, one of the best movies I saw last year. Yay, heist movies and nostalgia for Toys R Us. Are Toys R Us is gone?
They were gone and now I
No.
think they've
They're
come
back
back
now, right?
They are
Yes,
back, but they were
had a
gone.
moment.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like yassified Jeffrey the giraffe.
Did they?
Yeah, he looks all young and
Yeah,
weird
He got
now.
like a filler.
It reminds me of
He got a
that.
facelift.
It reminds me of that clip from Drag Race where someone comes back in and they go, "Oh my god!" and she's like, "I look pretty good for a dead bitch." And it's like,
His name was Jeffrey, I think, or
yeah,
Jeff
his
the
name's
giraffe.
Jeffrey.
something
Yeah,
like
oh
that,
Jeffrey.
Is that me?
It is you,
Mhm.
yeah.
Cat Spreckly 8 says Neja 2. Yeah, so is Neja 2 not eligible for this year's Oscars?
No, it is not.
No, I don't know the
That
rules
sucks.
specifically with this
That's
one. I
dumb.
think it's because the release date was a year before in China.
Yeah, I think its release
Yeah.
date disqualified it, which is a bummer.
Well, it made a lot of money, so
You made a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
money.
probably almost
Made the
better.
most money.
better than an Oscar from
I've seen
America.
some great. They're using that scene in Marty Supreme where Marty says to Kevin O'Leary's character, like they're ping pong's filling seats in China like crazy, but someone put like Zootopia 2 over ping pong. Zootopia 2
funny.
is filling seats in China like crazy.
That's funny.
Go ahead, Clara.
Oh, okay. Ashley O'Brien says so many great performances this year to name, but the ones I'll shout out are Dylan O'Brien in Twinless, Tim Key in Ballad of Wallace Island,
Oh,
David Johnson in The Long Walk, and of course, Josh O'Connor in Wake Up Dead Man.
of course.
Bonus answer goes to Tonic the Cat from Caught Stealing.
Great cat.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
cat.
Very good cat
Yes.
performance.
Oh, David Johnson in The Long Walk. I forgot about that.
He got
Yeah.
quite
He
a
was
few shouts.
Really good.
Yeah.
Christian said the plague getting a nomination would be cool. Shout out to unresolved childhood trauma. Peace sign.
Will that be for this year though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically
Plague?
it came out last year.
Yeah, it qualified.
Oh, it came
Yeah.
out last year. Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Okay.
got a wide release in January.
Yeah.
Right. Madness ... says it's probably not happening, but I want the ugly stepsister nominated for makeup and hairstyling.
That
Yeah,
would be
wouldn't
really
it be
cool.
nice
That
if
would be
little horror
sick.
films like that?
That movie has
Got
such
seen.
great makeup and hair
It's
too.
phenomenal. Yeah. Man.
Go, Claire.
Oh, it's my turn. Ryan Duong says, would love for the Testament of Anne Lee, Sorry Baby, and No Other Choice to get literally anything. That's all I'm asking for. And then the sobbing emoji 3 times. Yeah, me too.
But
Wouldn't
yeah,
it be
it's crazy
crazy?
that of the 3 of those, No Other Choice is the one that I'm like, maybe it'll get nothing. I feel like Anne Lee and like maybe even like costuming.
Yeah, I can see that
Maybe.
happening.
Sorry,
like
baby,
below the
could
line
get
stuff.
Screenplay.
We
Yeah.
shall see.
Wow.
This
Mm.
is more proof we should be having like a directorial debut category.
Yeah.
That would be
Imagine
cool.
Stewart could get in.
Yeah.
Eva Victor could get in.
Mhm.
All these people.
Carson
could get in.
Lund.
Carson
Yeah.
Lund.
Yeah.
Allison Baker said Warfare for sound design or casting and The Long Walk for score. The score was good for The Long Walk. I
Mhm.
Yeah,
remembering
it
it.
was.
now.
Really good score.
Good shout out, Allison.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the one that I was gonna read.
Oh.
I was also actually going to read that one.
Sorry, you snooze, you lose.
Let's see. We're pivoting. Oh, Robster says, I know this has 0 chance of happening, but Channing Tatum getting nominated for Roofman would make me so happy.
Yeah, because
He was made
rocks.
for that
He's
role.
so good.
He was.
He was really Chaplining it up. Like he was really funny.
Yeah.
You know, this will be my prediction in the next 10 years. He'll win an Oscar. In the next 10 years, Channing Tatum will win.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
He'll
yes,
take
yes,
some
yes.
role with like
In your
Scors-
too.
Scorsese. Scorsese's gonna watch. Francesca's gonna make him watch Magic Mike,
Yeah.
and Martin will be like,
I like the way that man dances.
Yeah.
Put him in the picture.
"Put him in the picture. Let's get him in the movies."
I can see him as an
And-
old timey gangster.
No, then he'll star in like the origin of male like sex work or something like that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
Okay.
I like that
Love
idea.
it.
I don't know. Marty, we'll bounce each other's ideas off each other.
Cool.
Hit us up.
Wait, is my turn? Whose turn is it?
I don't know.
I think it's your turn. I did Roofman.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Zapatinha 45 says Connor O'Malley deserves a best performance with 5 minutes or less of screen time Oscar.
Who the hell
what
is Connor
Was
O'Malley?
he in Friendship?
Oh yeah. I
Guys.
see. I don't know this Connor O'Malley guy, and I didn't learn about him until recently.
Okay.
But he's the guy who argues with him in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we should have left Afghanistan.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
behind the scenes footage of their back and forth because I guess they did a bunch of improv.
Yeah.
And so you can watch like 5 minutes of them just yelling at
Having
each
a
other.
riff off. It's
They're just
awesome.
riffing off each other.
Yeah.
Chair Company.
The chair company's great.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. The movie's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's really
is
funny.
Carter Rush said, "Sorry, baby," for Best Picture, or Eva Victor for anything. Super long shot, but I want to believe.
Aw.
You and me both, Carter. You and me
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, you can believe. TTJ Rich 2.0 says they should do a best trailer category, and if so, Superman would totally be nominated.
And lose to 28 years later.
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah.
Yo.
Sorry, but it's true.
Sorry, it's very
that,
true.
That trailer broke records, apparently.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, I talked to
did.
somebody at Sony, and they were like, "Yeah, we did really well."
Damn. They'll never do that, but it is an art
It is.
making trailers.
It is an art.
Yeah.
Clara?
Eli QWO says Lost in Starlight deserves so much more. One of the best animated movies of the 2020s, arguably the best, to be honest.
Wow.
Whoa.
We support you. We love that movie
I love
here.
that
That's
movie.
awesome.
Yeah, great movie.
Ridge Sparrow said Chainsaw Man, the movie for Best Animated Feature, could have been a dream come true.
Wait, which one?
Chainsaw Man movie.
Oh, Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That would be sick. It deserves it.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
It is.
Let's see. Anna1128 says Killer of Killers is one of the best animated films in years.
Aw.
Oh, I'm
A
glad
lot
you're
of
passionate
animated
about
shouts.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
How do you feel about that, Sid?
I liked Killer of Killers. You know, when we did our episode on it, I was like, this movie was really good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
And I liked
A
it.
good
Clara?
movie. Oscar Sar Music says, I would love for Train Dreams by Bryce Dessner to get some recognition.
Yes,
Yeah.
the score is
Yeah.
so,
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
really good.
Dave of Reckoning said, I want to cheer for a specific underdog like Delroy Lindo or Lee Byung-hun, but my main wish is 3 or 4 international Best Pick nominees.
Yeah.
Dave, you and I both.
Me
we
too.
didn't believe in your dream.
Yeah.
We didn't believe
Yeah,
it, but we
clearly
want
didn't
it.
believe you, but trust us, if you listened, you know we wanted it.
Yeah.
Eric Herm says best documentary, Wick is Pain.
Oh,
Which
I
never
liked
watched.
it.
I'm
I
a
didn't
big
watch that.
fan.
It was cool. It was really cool to learn. Who was it that saved? It was Eva Longoria who saved John Wick.
Wow.
The first
Wow.
movie was like on the precipice of failing.
Yeah.
They like lost financial backing super last minute. And it was Eva Longoria who like stepped in last minute and saved the movie.
That's cool.
So if you love John Wick, send Eva Longoria a nice tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's
That was me. That was me. No,
your
I would
turn.
go. Okay.
I
Yeah.
did that. Yeah.
Bagel Nicole says the mastermind, Josh O'Connor and Kelly Reichardt deserve all of the awards. Trophy emoji. I totally agree.
It was so good.
Yeah, really good.
Beffrey said, Beffrey like Jeffrey with the B.
Okay.
Beffrey said, I'm worried Joel Edgerton will miss out, which would be criminal. Well, I understand that worry because it's a very real reality.
Yeah, it is. Sad. Cameron Ryan says, no one is talking about Urchin and Frank Delane's performance, and I'm taking that personally with a broken heart emoji.
Oh,
yeah,
the
that sucks because,
Dickinson movie.
yeah, I didn't love Urchin, but he's really good at it.
He's like
He's insane in
phenomenal.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Clara?
Gianna Kitsch says the chronology of water, Imogen Poots performance of the year for me. Yeah.
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 Martak39 said, everyone forgot about Mickey 17. Sad face. I wish Robert Pattinson was getting more recognition. Also, I didn't expect Sorry Baby to be ignored like this.
Mm,
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It hurts.
Sad. This week's movie says the sound design of Warfare had me squirming in my seat. Wild, it probably won't get a nom. Yeah, how likely actually is that? I would think it was like such an obvious
An obvious choice.
choice.
Those scenes where they do the show of force, man, this shit's incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
I don't know. I also assumed it would just be a front runner for that kind of award.
Me
Maybe
too.
not.
Sad.
Hey Tay says twinless, Hedda, and 28 years later won't get any noise and they all deserve it.
Wow.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
DK Soda. Nope. DS Coda.
One or the other. It could be both.
It's definitely DS Coda.
Okay.
Or Discoda? I don't know. I would love to see Lee Byung-hun nominated for Best Actor for No Other Choice. Yeah.
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 Me too.
Me
Yeah.
too. We should host our own awards and just nominate the ones we want.
Well, we're
We
doing
should.
that in the draft in a way, aren't we?
That's true.
We are. We're going to draft something similar. So I guess
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Why do I keep losing? Oh, Riley is tired. 96 says
Wake up,
Jody.
Riley.
They're not
Take a nap.
asleep. They're just tired.
Oh, yeah. Take a nap, Riley.
Jodie Comer deserves the flowers that Amy Madigan is receiving. Sorry, not sorry. Ooh.
Wait,
Yeah.
who?
Jodie Comer.
I agree.
I very much agree.
I very much agree.
Well, yeah.
What's that, Joe?
What? I just think Amy Madigan is good, and I think that your guys' distaste for the film is clouding your
We
judgment.
didn't say she's not good.
I think she is good in the movie.
Yeah, she's
I
great
think
in the
Jodie
movie.
Comer is
Better.
phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're both good. Why pit two queens against each other?
Because
Well, that's the whole point of awards. That's actually the whole point of
That was
ordering.
my excuse to get out of the conversation, okay? I was
Okay.
trying to exit the conversation by staying neutral.
Okay.
The reality is that, like, I probably would agree that Comer is a little bit more interesting.
Okay. Just Fizz wrote this in all caps, but so just know it's in all caps. Testament of Ann Lee for Best Picture. I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Believing in the movie
Yeah.
before you've seen it is awesome.
yeah. So I agree with it, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Haley Darnold said materialist for literally anything, but specifically Chris Evans for Best Supporting Actor. Broken heart
wow.
emoji. Wow.
Okay, I like that.
No, because then we have to hear more discourse about broke
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 boy.
Oh,
whatever.
broke propaganda?
propaganda.
Propaganda.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want to hear more of. Please.
Yeah, that was rough.
We should have
love
ranked the
materialist
10 worst
stuff.
discourses of the year.
Oh my god.
we should have.
There are too
Materialist
many.
discourse.
Yeah.
The sinners in one battle discourse.
Yeah, that's bad.
Train Dreams had its own little
The
run.
train
Oh,
dreams
that was
discourse.
rough.
What?
Marty Supreme was really
Oh
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
the rooting for unlikable characters discourse.
That was rough.
It's bad.
The pit discourse calling Dr. Robbie a racist.
That's right.
That's
There's
going
a
on
lot of
right
pit
now.
discourse. Heated rivalry discourse.
Oh
There's-
God.
What is the discourse about that? Besides,
Warfare discourse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next year we'll have to write them down.
Okay.
The 10 worst
Great.
discourses of the year.
Meanwhile, we're all trying to be less online, so I don't know.
I
how
know,
that'll
I know,
go.
I know.
Are we?
Oh, are you not?
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not.
Whose turn is it?
I don't know.
We have a hard job.
My turn. Jack Cameron, 99, said Jesse Plemons, lead actor in Begonia, underappreciated actor, severely underrated performance. You know what? If the nominations come out and Ethan Hawke missed out and it was Jesse Plemons instead, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be so okay with that.
Oh, well, okay, careful.
That was a little too
Yeah,
excited.
We're too
Well,
excited about
okay.
that.
I think I like Jesse Plemons' performance more.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
clearly.
Okay. Why is Ethan Hawke like your little baby?
My baby boy. He's 30 years old.
Bro's defending a grown man.
Get down, Ethan. Get down.
Get behind me.
Get behind me. I got you.
Let's see. David Ellis says not a movie or eligible for Oscars, but in all caps, and/or should have swept the globes.
When I wrote that down, I was like, hell yeah, man. I agree.
That is my. I am going to add a resolution in 2026, and one of it is to watch Andor. I want to watch it so
Good
bad.
resolution.
Be serious, because I'll freak out.
I know. I've been saying that for like 8 months, but
yeah.
it looks so good.
It's so good.
I love Tony Gilroy.
It's so good.
Go ahead, Clara.
Okay. Matcha97 says black bag for casting, presents for cinematography, freaky tales, literally anything IDK.
Ooh,
Wow.
some Soderbergh shouts.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a Soderbergh stand over here.
I like it.
Soderbergh got nominated for a few Oscars and just was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make movies I want to make,"
Yeah.
He's
and that's cool with me.
That's
I'm
very
fine with it.
Let's see. I will read. Emmy Meyer says, bro, 28 years later, but it probably won't get shit. Sobbing emoji.
Yeah,
Yeah, Emmy,
Yeah.
that's probably the case. But you know what? We all love it the same.
exactly.
Sad. Jesse Carmona says, I would love a production design nomination for Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
like
forgot
that.
about that film.
Is it possible?
No.
I don't think so.
For costuming?
Production.
I
Oh,
don't think it got shortlisted.
I don't know if it did it either, but also there's just so many titles, like heavy hitter, like Frankenstein's is like a front runner in that
Right,
category.
yeah.
And Sinners is probably a front runner in that category. It's tough.
Which is a bummer because like Kiss of the Spider Woman in theory is like the perfect movie to be getting a lot of those technical awards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
Now it's my turn.
It is.
J Lo Parachute says Jay Kelly. I don't get that. I don't get the hate. I love Bomback and I love Jay Kelly.
I love Jay Kelly
Jay
as well.
Kelly was great.
Good movie.
Benjamin Howers says, this is the last round, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Robert Pattinson and Mickey 17 honestly deserves more if the world was right. Plus 28 years dominate. Yeah, we have like based ass listeners.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah. Jimmy Jame 13 or Jimmy Jamie says, I'll start a Shaker revival if Amanda Seyfried gets a Best Actress nomination. I'll be there with you. Yeah.
We'll be there. Okay, the last one I'll read this one. Lil Introvert 29 says, feels like it got lost in the mix, but is this thing on? Was so good. Love what Cooper is doing.
Joe coded.
I know.
Joe coded.
I also want to shout that movie out for Great Needle Drop.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, they're trying to be After Sun by using Under Pressure. And I'm like, you know what?
Oh.
That song
That
is
was a
great.
sweet moment.
Put it in all the
Yeah.
movies.
It can exist outside of After Sun.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the answers. We had a lot of wonderful answers. According to the data here, Sorry Baby led with 27 mentions in a variety of different categories. 28 years later, Twinless, No Other Choice, Wake Up Dead Man, Warfare, Sinners.
Yeah, well, because people were pointing out a lot of like people
Oh,
who
like
shouldn't be
Delroy
getting
Lindo.
Lindo.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
supporting
okay.
actor nom or the song mentions were pretty high too. Everyone's like, Golden's gonna win, but it shouldn't be. It should be a song from Sinners.
Good point. Okay, that makes
so they
more
got a
sense.
lot of mentions.
Black Bag. Wow, a lot of Black Bag lovers.
A lot of Black Bag lovers.
Die My Love, Long Walk, and Resurrection. And that rounds out the Q&A for next week's Q&A. What do you want to ask everyone?
Should we ask?
Have we
like,
done most anticipated of the whole year?
Oh, have we done most anticipated 2026?
we just did horror.
Let's open it up.
Okay.
What's your most
What were you
anticipated
going to say,
film?
Clara?
I was gonna say maybe we should ask everyone what their like 3 favorites of 2025 were, and then we get like a definitive compiled.
That makes
list.
more sense, huh?
That's good, yeah.
I think that could maybe
Let's
be.
do 2. We don't want to get inundated with too many answers. So give
Okay.
us your top 2 favorite movies of the year. Maybe like a favorite and a shout out, like what we did.
Okay.
Your favorite film of 2025 and
And
a
then a
shout
shout
out
out.
one.
Okay.
Let us know. You can drop the comments on Spotify, on YouTube, and on Instagram stories at House Cinema Pod. And that is the end of the episode. Next week on the pod, January recap. Is that what's going on?
Nope.
No.
It's send help. SOS.
Send help.
We're in danger.
SOS, Sam Raimi, help us, save us.
Save
Sydney,
us.
sadly, will not be attending that episode.
Don't remind me.
She will be sending help to us
Yeah.
because she will not be watching it.
And we'll be
That
missing
is-
her so much.
How's that going to work?
I don't know how that's going to work. But it'll be just Claire and I. But we will be here talking Sam Raimi Send Help. I'm already starting my Sam Raimi rewatches. I watched Oz the Great and Powerful.
I saw you log that.
Oh,
and I was
yeah,
like,
of all the
oh.
movies.
Well, I had just recently watched For the Love of the Game, and I didn't want to watch any Spider-Mans. And I don't know. I was like, I'll just watch this one.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Quick and the Dead?
I watched it like 1.5 years ago.
Oh,
And so that was my
good.
other reason.
That movie
So
rocks.
Oz the Great
Have
and
you seen
Powerful. I haven't
Darkman?
I've seen Dark. I saw like 1.5 years ago too.
Boom.
I haven't seen, what is it? There's another one. It's going to
A
bother me.
Simple
The Gift?
Plan or
A
whatever?
Simple Plan.
Oh, okay.
A Simple Plan.
Yeah.
I heard Simple Plan's great. So I watched Oz the Great and Powerful. It was so bad. I don't blame
But
Raimi,
it's
though.
pretty.
It is pretty at times, but other
Ooh.
times it's not pretty at all.
It's pretty like the
Uh-oh.
gaudy sort of way.
So anyways, next week, Send Help. And then Sid will be back for the January recap, I believe. Are we doing
Yep.
that? Are we not doing that?
No.
I thought we were doing that.
Man, I don't know what the hell we're doing
I
anymore.
think we axed it.
What is the first week of February? Strangers
The
chapter
first
3.
week of February is Send Hope, and then it's the like drafty Oscar thing we were gonna do.
Oh, we'll have the calendar ready for you guys. I can't even remember right now.
Okay.
Once the calendar comes out, that's the episode we'll do.
Oh,
Next
yes,
week,
the Oscars draft.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're gonna do a draft for the public side, which we never do.
Yeah.
So we'll
Then
do that.
Wuthering Heights.
Love
Fall
is
in
in
love
the
again
air.
and again. Fall in love.
again and again.
Where is
Fall
the
in love
obstacle?
again.
Here.
Yeah.
Have you seen it now? Have you seen it now, Sid?
Yeah. What?
Because when we did that initially, you're like, I've never seen that trailer.
Yeah.
Have you seen it
I've
now?
seen it now.
Yay.
All right. That's the end of the pod. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Have a wonderful day, night, weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye, listeners.
Bye bye.